The Sovol SV08 has arrived. It's pretty exciting. Okay, and now it's to assemble it. I need to put together my Lazy Susan. So let's go put together the Lazy Susan. Okay, so I've got a piece of plywood here. I'm going to cut it to 18 inches by 18 inches for the Lazy Susan setup for the Sovol SV08 assembly. Proper safety gear. First part of the Lazy Susan for the SV08 done. Now I just need a pedestal. So this piece of wood will be the pedestal for the Lazy Susan. Now I just have to cut this. A little trick here. Easy peasy. Okay, so I've got a couple of tools here. Drill gun and an impact wrench. For screwing the Lazy Susan bearing to the blocks. Okay. Okay, there it is attached to the pedestal. It moves freely, so that's good. Now I've got my plywood. Let's go ahead and measure for the center. So it's 18 inches by 18 inches, so it would be 9 by 9. So, alright, there's the center. The measurements of the Lazy Susan bearing are 2 7/8, so half of 2 7/8 is 1 7/16, so 1 7/16, 1 7/16 that side, so then 1 7/16, 1 7/16. So I should be able to place it right in there. There we go, that looks good. Tiny little hole, and then I've got these short fat screws. Solid. Okay, now I just have to push this, square it up. Okay. Now I'll drill another little hole. Another fat little screw, because I don't want to go through the plywood, because then it would scratch the bottom of the SV08, and nobody wants that. Might as well go with the next two. Here we go. Here we go, look at that. Beautiful Lazy Susan for setting the SV08 on. Seems a little bit unstable, so I may have to put another piece of wood on there to stabilize it. Here's another piece of plywood I can just use. So it'll be reversible if I want it to be. Kind of convenient. Okay, square it up. Yeah, that's pretty stable. And any kind of wobble I have is in the bearing, so I can't do anything about that. But maybe I'll 3D print a bearing to make a fancier one if I end up getting more SV08 3D printers. So now it's time to assemble the 3D printer. Alright, so time to unpack the SV08. Let's go! Bothers. What kind of tape to do these? Okay, here we go. This is better. This is a stool, not my Lazy Susan, but it'll be convenient as well. Alright, this is so sick. I hope this isn't upside down. The box said this was upside up, so I hope this is upside up. Because, yeah, I think so. User manual! Love them! So, the goal is to get the base frame out first, or not first, but to get it out ahead of everything else. So, I will put these aside. This is the all kinds of the tools and the looks like power cord. Nice tools though. Wow. Yeah, nice assortment of tools, especially for someone who doesn't have any. But it's just like 200 grams. Oh, what am I going to print with that? Alright. Now this is the flying gantry. Is it right? No, this is, yeah, this is the XY gantry. Sick. Sick, my dude. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. What am I going to do? Oh, but psych right now. It's the first time I've ever seen linear rails in person that aren't on industrial machines. Tiny, tiny linear rails, but sick. I honestly have to say that the better than the V wheels. So yeah, I'll set this aside somewhere convenient, or not convenient, but safe. Don't want anything bad happening to any of this stuff. I had to wait like 2 weeks or something for it. So yeah. For some reason, that gantry is bigger than 15 inches. It said the machine was like 15 inches by 15 inches by 15 inches. What's that? This is the top frame right here. So I'm going to take out this piece of foam with the top frame. Oh, could I just put the flying gantry back? Because I don't want to have it out. So with the gantry, how does the gantry go back? Yeah, it goes in like this. Because there's a camera on the gantry, so I have to try to be careful. I don't want to wreck any cameras. There we go. I can just take this whole layer of foam out. Oh boy. Intimidation factor. It's actually not really intimidating, it's just so exciting. Alright, so this looks like it's filament runout sensor with the spool holder. So I'm going to set that aside. And then all of the Z little screen. Sick. Love it. But alright, so this tool head is here. Ooh, looks like it took some damage in shipping, but as long as it works, all I can say is I'll be happy. But that's actually looking really bad. But be a little bit closer. Take the 4 Z corners out. Now we've got the base we're after. This is for shipping, right? Looks like it. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's some damage on the shipping, the packaging. So, let's cross our fingers and hope that it's all really okay, so. Oh no. I think it might be upside down, but I'm at this point I'm confused. The manual is on top. The bed is broken. Oh no, what am I gonna do about that? That sucks. It truly does. Yeah, that cuts that short. Darn. I was looking forward to it too. So I'm just gonna do this because I have never had a magnetic bed before. Oh, look how bad that's damaged too. Yeah, it sucks. That is one hell of a powerful magnet. Whoa. Alright, let's lift this out. So just for a little bit of reference here, you can see the damage on the front of this, and look at the little spinner thing here and the wires, all damaged. So yeah, this all looks sick and I'm dying to use it, but oof. Well, I have to contact Sovol support and see what they have to say. Like, hey dudes, so my printer arrived really broken, so yeah. Darn. I was looking forward to printing. Deep breaths. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take this out, and I'm just going to set it on this Lazy Susan anyways. There you go. See how nice that Lazy Susan is? Has a little bit of rock, but I don't think it would have been much of a problem with the assembly. Wow. It's been smooth, anyways. But, alright, time to take pictures. I'll see what I can do about updating you on how Sovol handles a totally destroyed printer. Not totally, but in very bad shape. I mean, I can't even salvage it. And everything's damaged. Let's see what they say. I don't want to pack it again, but you'll see what they say. Again. R.I.P. my, what do they call that? Ambitions. So it looks like one of the magnets even came out of the cover here. It's stuck here, see? Yep. But, not pretty. Definitely not pretty. Alright. Let's go see how accountable they are. I suspect it's going to be pretty straightforward. That's safe right there. Okay. So I contacted Sovol support about the damaged 3D printer that I received. I sent them videos and pictures of the damaged parts of the printer. And then after a couple of emails identifying the machine and identifying the shipment, they sent me a new label. And then I packed up the 3D printer in its box and sent it back. And they are sending me a new one, which is less than ideal, but it's better than having a damaged printer. So I'm happy about how that turned out. So yeah, no assembly in this video, but if you're interested in the assembly of the Sovol SV08, then please subscribe, like, comment, share, and I'll be seeing you in assembly video. Thank you for watching.